In Walden, Thoreau writes, "Why do precisely these objects which we behold make a world?" And in the time after Walden, he turns to science to find the answer to that question. What are these objects? How do they interact with one another? How do they make seasonal change? How do they shape a soul?
Endlessly curious, Thoreau began reading zoological and botanical texts, looked at Saturn's rings through his neighbor's telescope, and studied the findings of scientists who had traveled the world. After reading Charles Darwin's Voyages of the Beagle, Henry began seeing his own walks as miniature expeditions in their own right.
June 7th. I wonder that I even get 5 miles on my way. The walk is so crowded with events and phenomena. How many questions there are which I have not put to the inhabitants.
He could sit watching a vernal pool for frogs and tadpoles for hours on end. He was willing to invest his time and attention, and the dividends paid out in his prose.
And then the next thing you know, he's drawing inductions and generalizations. He might do 20 of these a day.
Maybe it's one of these things that's feeding on itself, and that the more you know and the more detail, the closer you look, the more worlds you see.
Just as an observer of nature, he's incredibly acute. And when he's doing that, he's not being romantic, he's being precise and empirical.
But he'll veer from talking about some really technical aspect of a flower that he's noticing to something huge, like his relationship to the stars, from the minute to the majestic.
Look at anything around you, and you can probably find the universe.
Time is but the stream I go a-fishing in. I drink at it, but while I drink, I see the sandy bottom and detect how shallow it is. Its thin current slides away, but eternity remains.
Like Darwin, Thoreau began discovering and identifying species of trees, plants, and flowers in the greater Concord area, more than 800 in all. His attic room became filled with notebooks, journals, books, maps, charts, tables, as well as collections of rocks, pressed plants, and birds' nests.
He wasn't comfortable calling himself a scientist because the scientist is someone who looks at the world objectively. For Thoreau, when you're looking at something, the thing you're seeing is being filtered through your own experience.